three things that you need to have in order to be able to do a backflip: athleticism, technique, and most importantly, balls. Now, I've already got two of those things.
Your pardon the pun.
So I just need to learn the technique.
Now you might be sat there wondering, why? Ollie, why do you want to learn the backflip? The answer is, me and the backflip, we have some history. This video was taken in 2023 with me trying to do a backflip off a bridge into a river, and I got left with concussion for about a week. Now, I've always wanted to learn a backflip, but this made it personal, and it also became a fear that I had to conquer.
I think I need to speak to my coach.
How to do a backflip. So a lot of the videos went like step 1, jump, step 2, roll back, step 3, backflip. I was like, I feel like we've skipped a few steps there. That's like step 1, buy a piano, step 2, learn the keys, step 3, Beethoven. But I did find some good videos and I got started with practicing what they were trying to teach. Now essentially this was just doing the parts of the backflip in separate stages and trying to get those bits mastered and then put them all together. So I started with 4 sets of reaching for the stars, 3 sets of Spider-Man, and 4 sets of shagging the air. But just doing these exercises made me realize how far off I was from being able to do a backflip. These were meant to be the easiest parts of it and I was struggling to do just the basics. But I carried on.
I need something soft.
Okay, so I don't have a foam pit, but I do have a mattress. So I brought that out there and started landing on that because my back was throbbing, my head was killing me, and this was giving me some extra layer of protection. And this was all fine and it was all going well until I did actually try to put them together. I mean, to be fair, I was committing myself and there was definitely some progress being made. But the issue was, I had my hands like this, so I could protect my neck if I was to land on my head, at least my hands were there to stop it. But when you actually do a backflip, you want to tuck your hands down by your legs. And when it's not going into water or a trampoline or a foam pit, and it's just some mattress in the garden, yeah, it's a bit scary. But my legs were getting flung about more than a policeman's baton. I had to keep those things tucked in to at least get anywhere near where I want to get to. And I was actually knackered. My whole body was just completely tired. So I had a little rest and I went back out there. I felt like I was making some improvements, but only by a tiny scale. I realized I couldn't do this alone, so I bit the bullet and I called a coach. And this is pretty much how it went. Hi mate, I was wondering if you offer one-to-one sessions for adults or... I mean, yeah, well we can, it just depends on what you would like to do. Basically trying to learn how to backflip for this YouTube video I'm doing. Also, how much would each session cost? YouTube? At YouTube? Right, well first off, you stupid little twat. We only teach Saturdays and it costs loads of money. More money than you've probably ever seen in your life. Worm. It's impossible to learn in a few hours. For some people it takes months, years even. And for someone like you, probably never. Oh, I want to do a backflip for YouTube. I want to learn how to backflip in 5 minutes for my 5 subscribers. A backflip twat, everyone look at me, I want to learn how to backflip. Alright, yeah, Please teach me how to backflip. Oh. I'm a backflip twat! Yeah, alright. Cheers, mate. Thanks. Bye. So now I was feeling demotivated. I just didn't know what to do. I was doubting these people that had done these videos and said they were able to learn how to backflip in 4 hours or 6 hours. Like, it just doesn't seem like it's possible. But I refused to give up. I'm not caving at the first hurdle. So I got back outside and I kept practicing and I kept practicing.
Okay. Yo! That was it.
After adding another mattress, I felt so much more confident. The landing felt so much softer, so I felt like I was sending it more. And I feel like those are my best ones so far. I was getting so gassed in the moment because it actually felt a lot better than what it looks like on camera. But still, that is a massive improvement. So I've been at it for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and although I'm landing on a soft surface, for some reason my head feels like it's been punched so many times. So I think I need to have a little break, and I'm gonna probably pick this up tomorrow morning. My body is in absolute pieces. Muscles that I've never felt hurt before are in agony. My lower groins and my legs, parts of my back that I didn't even know could hurt, everything is in pain. I'm gonna have to rest. So I've had to mute the audio because they were playing some copyright bangers. But basically, I brought Andre to this place called Flip Out, it's like trampoline park. And out of nowhere, he just does a backflip. So how has he just managed to do that? But it gave me the confidence to then go ahead and try because it seemed like it must be quite easy. Now, my first one, I was scared on going upside down, but I sent it anyway, and my legs were a bit floppy. But I was like, this can definitely be done. So I try again, and I got even closer. And then on the third time, I literally basically did it. And now I knew it is completely there for me. The backflip is there for me. And then I did it. But it didn't quite sink in, so I did it again. Then after that, I was just so gassed. I did not stop doing it. I must have done like 30 backflips in a row. I was having so much fun and just loving it. But it came to a time when I realized I now need to go to somewhere less bouncy, because as much as it's fun on the trampoline, it's not the proper thing.
All right, so we've gone from the trampoline to this. It's not as bouncy, like nowhere near as bouncy as trampoline, it's soft to land on. And it's top more. What's it looking like? Any better? Nah, it's good. Not better?
Have you landed it yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Not better then.
Yo, I've got it! I've actually got it!
Now, wait. Now no bouncing.
Alright.
No bouncing.
Yeah!
3 in a row with literally no bouncing. I was like, I've done it. I've literally done it. Like, I just need to go on hard ground now, and that's it. So I was like, sick, okay. So I got my mattresses back in the garden. I was like, I'll just have a little few warm-up ones on the mattress, and I'll get it done, no problem. Except there was a problem. I kept trying and I just seemed to have made no progress since the time at the trampoline park. I felt like I had more balls, and then suddenly I had a bit of a dodgy landing and those balls went right out the window. And that was it. I was stuck doing the exact same thing and I just couldn't seem to throw myself over. It looked like it was all lost, and I really felt like I was not going to be able to do this, especially not in time for the release of the video. Yeah, it wasn't happening. And then while I was laying down on that mattress, I started to think about why. What was the reason I started this whole video? It was to conquer my fear. It wasn't to do the perfect backflip. I had already done a backflip at the trampoline park. It was to conquer the fear of doing one on that bridge, back where it all began. So I knew what I had to do.
I'm back at the bridge. I've got like a tiny little bit of PTSD and memory from what happened. So the nerves are quite high, but I've just got to keep thinking back to my training, the past week of constantly all these backflips. The only thing that's going to stop me is my mind. I know what I'm doing. Lauren's going to go down there and film me in case I knock myself out, and then she can swim again.
So here it was. The time is now. I got onto the ledge and I was ready to do the jump. The camera doesn't do it justice on just how big it looks when you're up there. It looks huge. Oh, and the bridge was pretty big too. Ooh, and I'd fucked it again. I mean, it didn't hurt as much this time. My ribs got a little bit sore and it wasn't my head, so that is a win. But let's watch here. Look, it's fine, and bang. I was so close, but I still over-rotated again.
I sent it, I look at when you get there, it is so high. Like I literally look, I was like, I can't, if I think about this, I'm gonna fuck it up. But I kind of did fuck it up anyway. Landed on my side, I over-rotated. And then I kind of went up by my side, did a similar thing. My head's fine, I'm not concussed, but my ribs, they hurt a little bit. But it's not really about how it went. I conquered my fear. I'll do it again. That means nothing. Whereas before I was shitting myself the whole time. So that's episode 1 of Face Your Fears. I'll consider them a face. The backflip wasn't a massive success, but the fears being faced.